Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 9. In the previous lessons, you explored the ethical foundations of medical interpreting, learned how to stay and roll under pressure, and examined how ethical dilemmas, such as omission, can compromise accuracy and patient trust. With that foundation in place, it's time to look at how the profession formally defines and recognizes competence. In this lesson, we'll focus on certification, what it represents, why it matters, and how it fits into professional practice. In this lesson, we'll explore the certification pathway. Let's get you certified. First, we'll explain why certification exists. Medical interpreting carries legal, ethical, and clinical consequences. Because of this responsibility, the field has developed formal certification pathways. Certification does not exist to create barriers. It exists to answer a critical question. How can patients, healthcare systems, and interpreters themselves be confident that interpreting is being done competently and ethically? This will lead us to the importance of certification and why it matters. Certification serves several important purposes in medical interpreting. First, it provides external validation of competence. As you learned in the legal and regulatory section, healthcare organizations must demonstrate that they took reasonable steps to ensure effective communication. Using certified interpreters helps meet that obligation. But certification does more than satisfy legal expectations. Second, certification promotes consistency. It signals that interpreters have been evaluated against recognized professional standards, not self-identified ability. Third, certification reinforces ethical accountability. Certified interpreters are expected to follow established codes of ethics and professional conduct. It's important to understand that certification does not make an interpreter perfect. Instead, it indicates that the interpreter has met a defined baseline of language proficiency, interpreting skill, ethical understanding, and professional readiness. Certification versus bilingualism. To fully understand the value of certification, we need to clearly distinguish it from bilingual ability. A bilingual individual may speak two languages fluently and communicate socially with ease. However, professional medical interpreting requires far more. A certified medical interpreter must be able to interpret accurately under pressure, manage emotional and technical content, preserve tone, register and intent, follow ethical and legal standards, and remain strictly within scope. Certification formalizes this distinction and helps protect patients from the risks associated with untrained interpreting. Major certification bodies. Now that you understand why certification matters, let's look at the major certification bodies you'll encounter in this profession. This is our main focus for this lesson. There are several recognized certification pathways for medical interpreters. While names and structures vary by region, three commonly referenced organizations include CCHI, NBCMI, and EMEA. The goal here is not to promote one organization over another, but to help you understand the professional landscape. CCHI, Certification Commission for Healthcare Interpreters. The Certification Commission for Healthcare Interpreters, commonly known as CCHI, is a widely recognized certifying body. CCHI certifications typically assess language proficiency, interpreting skills, knowledge of medical terminology, and understanding of ethics and professional standards. This usually includes a written examination and, for certain languages, an oral performance examination that evaluates real interpreting ability, not just theoretical knowledge. NBCMI National Board of Certification for Medical Interpreters. Another major certification pathway is offered by the National Board of Certification for Medical Interpreters, historically associated with the International Medical Interpreters Association. NBCMI certifications similarly assess interpreting performance, ethical decision-making, medical terminology, and professional conduct. Like CCHI, NBCMI certification involves both written and oral components, reflecting the reality that interpreting is a performance-based profession. Now we'll be discussing the certification requirements. Regardless of the certifying body, most pathways share common expectations for readiness. Typical prerequisites for certification. While specific requirements vary, common prerequisites often include demonstrated proficiency in both working languages, completion of medical interpreter training hours, education in ethics and standards of practice, passing a written knowledge exam, passing an oral interpreting exam. These requirements exist to ensure that certified interpreters are prepared not only linguistically, but professionally. Let's quickly see what certification does and does not mean. Certification does mean that you have met established professional standards, demonstrated interpreting competence, understand ethical obligations, and are accountable to professional expectations. Certification does not mean that you will never make mistakes, that you can step outside your role, that you are an advocate for decisions or outcomes, or that ongoing learning is no longer required. As emphasized earlier in this module, staying in role remains essential, certified or not. Certification and ethical responsibility. Certification strengthens ethical responsibility rather than replacing it. Certified interpreters are expected to uphold confidentiality, maintain neutrality, interpret completely, avoid omission or addition, and manage personal bias. Failure to meet these expectations can result in professional consequences, including loss of certification or credibility. This reinforces a key lesson from earlier sections. Ethical discipline is not situational, it is continuous. Certification is not the end of professional growth. It is one step in a longer journey. Professional interpreters are expected to engage in continuing education, reflect on challenging encounters, update skills as healthcare systems evolve, and maintain language proficiency. This commitment supports both ethical practice and career longevity. Disclaimer: logos shown are for educational and illustrative purposes only, representing recognized professional bodies in the field of medical interpreting. Their use does not imply endorsement, affiliation, or sponsorship of this course. Referenced organizations include the Certification Commission for Healthcare Interpreters, CCHI, the National Board of Certification for Medical Interpreters, NBCMI, and the International Medical Interpreters Association, IMIA. For more information, visit their respective websites as displayed on the screen. Lesson 9 completed. Certification exists to protect patients, support healthcare systems, and strengthen the interpreting profession. It provides a recognized standard of competence while reinforcing the ethical principles you've learned throughout this module. In the next lesson, which is the final lesson for this module, we'll focus on professional expectations and best practices, how interpreters apply these standards consistently, maintain trust, and navigate real-world healthcare environments with confidence.